had a good year. I went from 300 subscribers to 8,000 subscribers, then down to 6,400. It is my goal to surpass 10,000 this year. That is a simple goal. I need to work on my background. I don't know if you guys can see my dirty laundry there. I don't like it. For resolutions, one, I'm gonna not post on Instagram, so sorry if anyone here follows me, and I just won't be posting for a month. I get too distracted by the reels, and I would want to cut out YouTube, the YouTube app. I wish I could just turn off shorts. I get too distracted by those, and I get sucked into them. So I'm doing no Instagram for a month. That's an easy one. Just deleting the app. I might even block the app on my phone. So, no Starbucks for a month. That's pretty easy. Just don't go to a certain place. My justification for that is I've just been going there too many times a day. And it's like you can easily make coffee at home. And I never get coffee. I get like an $8 drink all the time. And it's like full of sugar and shit. And it's probably not healthy for me. The big one is no alcohol for a year. I never really drank a lot when I was younger. And like I've done things like no pot for a year and stuff like that. And I felt really invigorated. And when I was younger, I never really drank a lot. But it's something about going to Quebec I really drank. And last holidays, I drank so much that I was like, holy hell, I should not like drink for a year. And I made it 6 months. And you know the story. I figured it'd be my last summer in Montreal, so I thought I'd get blitzed on some patios with some friends while I was out there. And that's fine. I was okay with breaking that oath to myself because things change, but I'll be staying in Winnipeg, and there's no reason that I should drink. Even if I get an all-inclusive trip to Mexico, a free trip, I will not be drinking, and that's my roommate on speakerphone. That's fine. No alcohol for a year. Okay, then a quick one. I'm deactivating my Prime membership for one because they really pissed me off in the holiday season. But yeah, that's a whole another story. I know they're customer rep was really rude to me. Okay, really rude. But a lot of things I buy on Amazon I buy in excess, and I don't need to. And actually, I had to buy USB-C cords, but it's like I know I have a bunch in my storage somewhere, but instead, like, because I'm going live streaming today, and so I bought them just so I could charge all my gimbals and stuff and batteries, and it's just like, I don't know, I should if I would have just unpacked my storage when I got here right away, I would have Amazoned less stuff, in an effort to support local, and yeah, I'm going to do, them saying Happy New Year to each other. I'm going to be doing no fat for 2 months. I'm going to go 2 months. I went 1 month this year. And yes, it is so gross to talk about, but I am trying to be a part of the movement to destigmatize talking about porn addiction and masturbating addiction. And like in my last video talking about resolutions, I don't know, it's gross to think about, gross to talk about dudes jerking off, I guess. I don't know. And you just like, that face, right? But I do definitely think like porn, like for a lot of reasons, is destroying society. It gives men and women, a lot of women now are addicted to porn too. It gives them like a false accomplishment, and it's like men, we are like, our whole reason is to reproduce and pass on our seed in a biological sense and like an old school sense. And if you're doing that every day in a cheap way, like you're not bettering yourself to go get yourself a girlfriend, not working on your charisma, not working on your life skills, and not attracting a good partner, and you're just doing this constantly, like it's like a cheap way to do that. And then it's like your brain thinks you're getting laid all the time, so you're putting all your sexual energy into that instead of bettering yourself. So I want to do 2 months, and if it's going well, I'll go 3 months. I want to do no porn for 1 year, so meaning if I do FAP, it's the old imagination, the old school way of magazines, or no, I guess that's kind of porn, but I know I find porn, everyone I talk to, they're like, we're all getting into crazier and crazier and crazier stuff, and it is hard because you don't want to talk about what the crazy things that you're into, but everyone seems to be into really crazy shit. Me, like, I've definitely had some very beautiful girlfriends, and I've had meetings with very beautiful girls, and it's like, embarrassingly, I've had a hard time getting off, like, with, like, some of these gorgeous women, and it's just like, I don't know, because it's like, I'm just like, hey, I need you to dress up like Joe Biden and call me Donald Trump and say that I won the 2020 election and that you cheated. I just need you to do that. And they're like, what the hell is wrong with you, Mackenzie? I don't want to hang out with you anymore. I'm like, okay, that's fine. That was a little weird. So, am I joking? Who knows? I definitely, I want to cut that out because I think And when you cut out all these entertaining things like Instagram and porn, those are two very entertaining things that I could fill up a whole day with. Most guys can fill up a whole day with that. But when you don't have these things to do and you're bored, you do more productive things. For one, I need to put all my spare time into my YouTube channel and my pilot school. That's the goal. I want my YouTube channel to be bigger. I want to have my pilot license and another rating, like a night rating, my pilot's license and a night rating by the end of the year. That's my goal. I also have 13K in debt, and I want to get rid of that. Like, I have tons of investments over top, but I don't want to take out my investments to pay off my debt, and that's like debt from just, I don't know. Emotional. Honestly, last year on this time was basically debt free, and I spent a lot of money helping someone, spending money on their groceries and helping them, and they never paid me back, and that's life. Is what it is. And when I asked for money, she's like, "Oh, how can you ask me for money?" It's like, well, you can pay me in the future. I don't know, like whatever. You cheated on me, left with another guy. That's fine. Won't be doing that again. But also, I'm emotionally spent because heartbroken and what, and it cost me a lot of money to move back to Winnipeg. But I'm in a good spot. I have cheap rent, and I'm basically almost free. But yeah, it's like so I'm cutting all my bills, cutting Amazon, and I'm just gonna pay my rent down. I can definitely pay 13K off in 1 year. If not that, at least half of that. So my goal is to pay off 13K, to have all my debt down to 6K by June. So I'll update you guys too. Like I'll make a video. Actually, I'll do it in quarters. Just talk about my goals and my resolutions, how they're going. I'm writing that down. I think the one goal I might not accomplish is 10K in subs. And it is what it is. I feel like I'm getting more and more. I get an uptick in subs, and then it gets whittled down, and it's fine. I feel like you guys are, and it's people that ask, they're like, "Oh, I'll have almost 7,000 subscribers. Like, do you get hateful comments?" I was like, "Not really. No. Most people are very positive." So there's that. Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna cut out anyone that disrespects me. And I've been doing that, but I'm definitely gonna be doing that way more in the future. And I have been cutting out people in my life, and it definitely, I don't like how that's in the background. It makes me look like my shoulders weird. Okay, I've definitely been cutting people out, and it makes more room for better people, and better people have come in my life. And I think you have to learn to cut bad people out of your life. I'm not saying that they're bad. Maybe they're just bad to you and how they treat you, and they have pre-modeled you, and so they'll treat you worse than they treat someone else. So maybe that person will treat other people better, and they're not really that bad. I'm gonna do no Hinge or dating apps. I keep telling myself I'm not gonna date, but every time I see a pretty girl, I talk to her and I make conversation and I move forward to the first date and yada yada yada. And no, I realized there's been a couple dates that went really well, and it's like I never got the second date, and so I'm really confused. And damn, recently I had a girl who told me she can't keep her eyes off me, and something like I always wanted to date a guy like you or something like that. Didn't even get a second date with that one. So how do you get that? How do you give those comments and then not want to go on a second date with a guy? That's weird. Anyways, yeah, so no Hinge or dating apps for a month. I'll update you guys. I guess even for the monthly ones, I'll tell you. So I have no Instagram, no Starbucks, and no Amazon for 2 weeks, and no dating apps for a month. And I'll tell you how I won't save an astrological amount of money. Also, the dating apps, I'm not no one wants to admit this, but I definitely have paid to get the unlimited likes because it's frustrating. You only get 10 likes. You're like, fuck, I want to do more. This is addicting. This is fun to look at profiles. So then there's that, and then yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and I think that's a money saver. I honestly don't even want to admit it. I think last year I spent $200 on Bumble, or dating apps. Cause I'd buy it's $40 a month to get unlimited likes, and I've done that 3 times, and then plus I bought boosters, and it's plus Hinge, so it's oh my god, that's $200 right there. So it's bullshit. Anyways, there's all these things designed to take my money, and I just try to be more conscious. And I find anytime, I blew my NoFap streak because I went out drinking, and it's the next day, it's I lost all inhibition and self-control, and I blew it. And I think alcohol lowers your inhibitions, and alcohol lowers a lot of things. It makes you feel, I do feel dumber this week. I don't feel as sharp-minded. I feel in a constant fog because I've been drinking a lot every day and every week, and so I think I'll just be a lot sharper, and I'll be more bored, and I'll have to do more things around the house. And I'll spend more time on the things that are more important to me other than scrolling. Like, because I did have a habit of like just getting drunk and like I did this in Montreal too. I'd get drunk or high and just scroll, baby. All that free dopamine that you did nothing for. I'm gonna chop wood and build fires and cook and live a simple life. So yeah, I'm gonna post these up somewhere, but yeah. Anyways, thanks. Shoot me a like and subscribe. Thanks.